Look who we just pulled off the red carpet. 2013 Hockey Hall of Fame inductee, Brendan Shanahan, who just happens to be one of the 10 guys, now that Pavel Datsyuk is going to the Hall of Fame right now, from the 2002 Stanley Cup winning team to go into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And not to mention, Kenny Holland's also in, and Scotty Bowman is also in. That team wasn't bad, eh? What were your memories of Pavel Datsyuk in his rookie season?
We can't forget about Mr. Illich as well. So
true. Yes, so, in the builders category.
And Jimmy DeVillano, the team president.
So we're up to, what, 14 now? I've lost track.
I've lost track, too. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jim Nill going in one day as well. So it was, we had a very good team. Obviously, Kenny had put it together with Scotty Bowman. But then to get this young Russian kid that couldn't speak English, none of us knew anything about him. He was 23 years old, and he came to camp, and he just blew us all away. It was, Brett Hull was on the team. It was his first year on the team, and Brett doesn't like to pass out compliments to other hockey players too much. And when we first saw him, Brett had spent a bit of time. We were in a split squad, and Brett had spent a bit of time with him already, and he said, "Well, you see this kid." So he's had a great career and well deserved.
I think what's incredible too, Ken Holland was just with us, and he said Pavel Datsyuk's best part of his game was actually his defensive game, and that's saying something about a guy with magical hands and incredible offensive instinct. But how would you put that into words when you saw, his takeaways were magical? He makes something mundane look special.
Well, I'll give our captain at the time in Detroit a lot of credit for that as well. Steve Yzerman. I'll give Igor Larionov a lot of credit for that as well. He was a mentor to Pavel. It was a team that had just decided we were going to be an elite defensive team, and it didn't mean we weren't going to score goals and we weren't going to be able to beat teams with our offense. But there was a decision made by everybody that we were going to sacrifice a little bit and become an elite defensive team, and when we did that, we won championships. So when a guy like Pavel Datsyuk joins our team, or Henrik Zetterberg, it had been established and set that we all love to score, but we got to play defense.
As a guy now who's in management, and you make your career now for the last few years in management, trying to figure out how to spend the dollars to build a winner, are we ever going to see the kind of thing that we saw from the Red Wings in 2002?
$100 million? I can't remember.
Now that we're in the cap, was it $100 million that year? Like you were spending $100 million when you can't spend $88 now. I mean, can we ever see anything like that again?
Whatever it was, I remember when we signed Brett, they came to Steve, Nick, and I and asked us to defer money so we could afford them, which they probably paid us back after we won the Cup. So, I don't know that we're going to see that again. Our fourth line in that year's playoffs was Larionov, Robitaille, and Holmstrom.
Hall of Famer.
And Holmstrom's a Hall of Famer of standing in front of the net and just being an awesome guy. So, different era.
Shanny, I appreciate this.
Thanks, Gino.
Hockey Hall of Famer, Brendan Shanahan.